What makes a strong team? Supporting each other, sharing successes and disappointments, learning from one another. Get a Be Better health plan from Beacon and get simple and affordable medical benefits so you can build a better team. Call 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more information.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
Kiva, good morning. Well, you were first in the room and I realize you even shared already. So, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Alana. Hope all is well. Yeah, we're back for... Why did I share it twice? What's going on with me? Yeah, I shared twice. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, good morning again, everyone. Welcome inside the room. The ladies' room for today, Wednesday, the day before the holiday. And yeah, I'm flying solo this morning. Flying solo today. So I'm gonna need y'all help, alright? I'm gonna need y'all to be very active in this morning's conversation because I'm by myself. Good morning, Alana. Good morning, Kata. Good morning, Christelle. Marian. Good morning, Charmaine. Jenilyn. Good morning. Good morning, Lois. Vincent. Good morning. Good morning. Come on into the room and let's get the show on the road because we got a pretty interesting scenario for y'all today. And this is an actual scenario. Somebody sent me this since last week, and we had so much going on I didn't get a chance to, well, let me not say I didn't get a chance, I completely forgot because I avoid my inbox like the plague, I swear, especially my Facebook. I avoid it like the plague, and so much so I've taken it off my phone, so only when I get on my iPad or something I have access to messages from Facebook because people are ridiculous. More so some men, because for the life of me, and I've said it before and I'm going to reiterate because it seems as though messages isn't reaching a lot of people on etiquette, on phone etiquette, because there's no way I would message like somebody I don't even know like that after 11, 12 at night and ask them what's up and how you doing. After 12, after 1, your phone, and anybody who knows me, I put my phone on silent when I go to sleep. There's nothing that I need to know in the night that I can't handle in the morning because I try to at least get a decent night rest with zero or little interruption. So as soon as I'm ready to go to bed, as a matter of fact, I've got it programmed, my phone automatically goes on silent to bedtime. Yeah, these iPhones, they do whatever. It tells you when it's time for bed, and it takes everything off, logs you out of everything. So I'm off. So I had to, for my sanity and not wanting to, like, because sometimes it irks you and you want to go off on people. I'm like, dude, and you know, get upset. So I'm like, you know what? Just so I wouldn't have to curse nobody out and then I'll be called disrespectful and a plain thing and I ain't all that and all them thing and them. Let me just remove this messenger from my phone, and whenever I get to my iPad or whatever, I'm gonna check the messages because there's no reason under God's moon and sun you have to message somebody after 11 and 12 and 1 and 2 and whenever you think you're up to ask them, hey, sup. What do you mean sup after 12? I'm here trying to get my beauty sleep. You're here asking me what's up at after 12 in the morning and after 1. And it's like, to them, they don't see anything wrong with that. Because I had to ask one, I'm like, you're aware of what time it is, right? And he was like, yeah, but I was just going through Facebook and I decided to say hi. Okay. And Nothing told you maybe this high could wait until a decent hour or another day. What was so important about you saying hi at after 1 in the morning? Do you know of a family member that's sick, or somebody needs me urgently? Somebody needs a ride to go to the hospital? Hi, after 1 in the morning. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just take this thing off my phone so I can get my rest and move on. And when I get to my iPad, I'm gonna check my messages. But I swear, it is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. So sometimes it's not, for those of you who genuinely have, scenarios and concerns and send it to me, it's not I'm deliberately ignoring you. It's that there's a lot of messages to go through at any given time. And not being on my phone, I don't see it immediately. Yeah? You're not, but the person isn't even your man, not even your woman. We're not even related. We have never started any conversation that need to, continue at that ungodly time of the morning. But you're supping, and how was your day after 1 in the morning, and hi beautiful after 1 in the morning, and hi sexy after 1 in the morning. Come on, man. There's a little thing sometimes, it could wait. It could wait. And like I said, I had to take it off, and there's nothing. Somebody once said to me, but what if something happens, or if somebody dies and I need to know? I'm like, okay. When I wake up, they're still gonna be dead. I mean, I might sound, harsh, I might sound cold, I might sound whatever, but if I wake up, you wake me up, tell me that now or in the morning, I'm still gonna know, right? So it's on silent. All right. Yeah, someone says it happens to me and I just block them. I know, it's ridiculous. Debbie Crony, good morning. Dwight, good morning. Jill, good morning. Salome, good morning. Andrea, good morning. Yeah, you're late. Good morning, Rita. BB, good morning. Sweet Cakes, morning. All right, so let's get back to the gist of the conversation, the meat of the matter, what we're here for, and not my business. So this person sent me this, and they're asking. She says, you and your man live together. He handles his part of the bills on time, take care of house maintenance, yard work, even cooks and cleans, and a very good dad. My only issue is he barely gives you time and attention. Would that be a big concern to you? Is that enough to end the relationship? Let me run through it again. You and your man live together. He handles his part of the bills on time, take care of house maintenance, yard work, cooks, cleans, and a very good dad. Only issue is he barely gives you time and attention. Would that be a big concern to you, or is that enough to end the relationship? That's the situation. That's the message that was sent to me. And the person is listening, because I messaged them back to let them know, okay, I'll do that one this morning. So is that a deal breaker? A man who practically takes care of everything, and but you don't get time and attention. It could be a deal breaker. And let me tell you why. One of the things us humans don't understand is that of balance. In everything we do, we have to have some sort of balance. It's amazing that he's doing all of that. It's amazing he's a good dad, a provider, and what have you. But every time we hear that women are emotional beings, we crave that, attention, that one-on-one, I understand that you're busy and you can't give me 90% of your day. But there has to be a part where I'm not feeling like I'm left out or on the sideline looking in, but I'm actually part of, the relationship. And you are also, while you're doing all of those things, we're still making time for each other, still going out on little dates, still, what have you. Because it could be a deal breaker, because you're seeing him doing all that, but you're not getting the touch, that human touch, that interaction. So you could mentally check out, and you're craving that. Some might say, well, a man doing all that for you and you still want attention. That's more important than attention. No, it's about balance. It's not asking for all your time so that you neglect the other areas. You're asking to be included in everything. Not all of it, but some of it. Because if you only get that little bit, then hey, listen, you got the perfect man. I wouldn't say up and leave because, but I would say have the conversation. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if you've had it before, but if you haven't, maybe you should have the conversation with him and, express yourself, because sometimes people think that you might think that somebody's aware of what they're doing or he knows what he's doing. Maybe he's just so caught up in providing and taking care of the family and the home or whatever, doesn't realize he's neglecting you. So maybe you probably need to have that conversation if you have not. If you've done it already, do it again until he understands. Listen, stop, Linda, stop. Listen, do it again, because I wouldn't throw away a relationship because you're not getting time and attention and what have you. Bearing in mind there are so many other good qualities that he possesses, like, paying bills on time, meeting his half, also taking care of good father, also taking care of the house, maintenance, and cooks and clean. Listen, you ain't getting man to cook and clean these days. You might get them to bubble a little pot, but the cleaning thing, not many would. That's your thing to do. So I wouldn't throw away a relationship just because he's got a lot of good qualities. Something you don't get a lot of. You probably might get 2 or 3, but here you have almost 5. So personally, I would say to you, have the conversation. Communicate. Somebody says, Debbie says, well, if you're leaving him to do all the work, where he getting in the attention for you? So is that one thing that is important to her, so that needs to be addressed? What does she need though? Paying the bills are not enough. It's not just about paying the bills in all. That's what I'm saying. It's about balance. It's about balance, and having the conversation with him. I wouldn't get up. There's no way I walk out on a relationship where y'all live together, handles his part of the bills, take care of house maintenance, he do the yard work, he cooks, he cleans, and a very good dad. Or because I barely get time and attention. Have the conversation. It could be a deal breaker, this person says, but all jokes aside, maybe the man is tired. Maybe she needs to talk to a man and let him know, despite doing all of that, which he's doing, which she appreciates, we need some our time. I totally agree. And you're not going to go at him in a manner that's, be like, babe, all what you've said, or what you just said, you make sure you say that to him. Like, babes, I appreciate you. You're a really good father and a good man. And, I really appreciate all the things you do to take care of our family and what have you. But there's just this little thing that I wish you would do more of. And maybe some way I can contribute to, you making time. Is there something I can do? Maybe I can probably do more cooking, or I can help more with the cleaning or whatever. Because it doesn't say that he cooks all the time or cleans all the time, whatever. I'm not sure what's the ratio in terms of that, but maybe if you come from that angle, you approach it from that angle and say, well, how can I help to get you to give me more attention and more time to you minus the kids. What are some of the things you think I can do to make that to fill that gap? So you're not going ranting and raving and rah-rahing, as somebody like to tell me. You ain't going rah-rahing. You're going in and asking, how could you assist? How can you help the process, Because like I said, you doing all of that, not many men do that. Roger says that sounds like prison. Jailer feeds you, gets the yard clean, secures the premises, and that's it. Prisoner is a mental, physical cell. But on another note, that's love for some men. That's what he has grown to know. You're right, and we gotta break those some of those norms that we think, some of the things that we probably that's the way we grew up or that we know. We gotta break some cycles. Not everything we know or lived means it's the way to do it. We gotta work on cycles, because a lot of men have been conditioned in that way, thinking, so long as I'm providing, as long as I'm the provider, there's not anything else I need to do. So I'm glad to hear that from another man. That's a real healthy perspective. I'm happy I'm getting it from another man. And you recognize that, sometimes it can be that way. Because a lot of men are cultured that way. You think as long as you're paying the bills, taking care of the bills, and the further, what else you want from a woman? You want blood? Eh? I'm minding you, I'm minding your children, I'm paying bills. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, ease me up. What else you want? But, like I said, women are emotional creatures. We crave attention and that's one-on-one interaction. So yes, you might be doing all of that, but if that part isn't there, it could be an issue. And even though you're doing all that, she could check you out. I'm like, because she's not feeling you, she's not connected to you in that way, and that's what she's probably looking for. So it's not just providing. It's not just that, And I think that's the way a lot of young men. That's how they were cultured. They were raised. As long as you're taking care of your family, you don't need to show no emotions. You don't need to be all lovey-dovey and romantic and all of that. You show love by providing. You show love by providing. And we can say the same thing as adults, not just men, because I'm sure there's a lot of women, a lot of us who've never heard the words "I love you" from your parents. But they do. So she probably knows he loves her, but you just want to feel that. A lot of us knew that our parents loved us, but we never heard "I love you" from your parents. Your way of feeling love from them was them saying, okay, well, I'm putting this roof over your head. I'm giving you 3 square meals a day. You ain't have no bills to pay here. You're going to school. I'm buying your clothes. You have shelter. You have whatever. But you never heard "I love you." They did. Based on their actions. They do. But my thing is, you just want to feel it from that person. Not just saying it, but just showing it in action. But you wanna feel that too. A conversation is necessary. There goes a good man. Have that conversation, share duties, so one is not overworked and gets too tired for the other. Someone says life is about balance, and a real conversation needs to. They need to have a real conversation. Let me check here on the WhatsApp. Got a couple.
Yeah, morning time.
Morning.
Another way to look at it also is that I think that she may need to look at it in that way that men love women. And as that men love to see women, men love to interact with women. And if she believes that she's not getting enough attention, then possibly she may need to look at herself and say, am I attracting that man in that way that I want? You understand? When he looks at me, am I that eye candy that he wants? You understand? And what can I do to improve that? Sometimes you need to take a look on the inside, because I telling you, man love woman. Man love woman, despite we doing everything else.
I like that. That's a good way to look at it. Someone says, Aruna, that's very true. You need to tell him that, because I had the same situation when my boyfriend was working too much overtime. I told him we needed to talk because his back-to-back shifts were taking too much time from us. And we need the money, yes, but also we need each other, right? But we have to change something. Yeah. That's what I mean. And like I said, it's not to say that they're not a good person. Like I said, all the things that you just said that he is. You don't want to give that up just because. So it just requires a little more conversation. Have that conversation. Communicate more about how you feel, and it's gonna take care of himself. And don't just tell him one time and then you sulk. Continue telling him. Good morning.
Conversation. Have that.
Morning.
Hey, good day.
Morning.
Hey, morning. I just want to second what that caller just said. Because most of the time, right, when you hear a man and a woman reach and staying together, the woman seems to get comfortable. All the excitement done.
True.
So that man start to stray, start to lose interest.
True.
So you understand? They get comfortable, no, you understand?
Once upon a time, you used to be nice little negligee.
No, you understand?
You're going up, now you're coming and sleep with some big, according to Lava Man, some big jersey on you and all kind of vests and all kind of old.
You have to keep that little spark.
You have to.
Before going to work, while on work. You understand?
You have to.
well, while going home, say what, you're not cooking today? We eating out, you know? A
True.
little excitement, you know? All of a sudden, you just, when you reach home, you understand?
True. You're right on that.
All right.
Thanks so much. Yeah, sometimes you have to take you have to take a look at yourself as well. Why aren't you getting his interest? What is it that you're not doing or you should be doing? And I hear a lot of men complain about that. That they'll be attracted to a woman, and before they start living together, she will take so much time with her parents, and her general self take time out to just be on point. And that is before they get married or before they move in. They're going out. She is always on 100. They get together now, move in, and all of a sudden, you're like, okay, you're not getting your nails done anymore. You're not getting your hair done. You're not. What's going on? You just letting yourself go because you feel, okay, I reach inside house, I'm wife or I'm keeper, whatever. I hear a lot of men complain about that. And they often ask, well, why? Why do you think you need to change? You need to continue doing what you're doing to get my attention in the first place. Because, hello, there's a million of us out here, and the game is tight out here. I mean, for every one of you, there's 50. And these days, with everything that you can do to enhance yourself, listen, you can't afford to drop the ball and get comfortable and get complacent. Nice like a negligee, all of a sudden, Josie. And big vests, wife beater, and all them thing and them, or big short pants, or start wearing his sweatpants and wearing his clothes and thinking, okay, well, that's all right. No, it's not. It's not. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I was calling to speak about the same thing on the air.
Go ahead.
Yes, what I wanted to say was that one of the things that some of us women get lax with, because sometimes in the day, even if I'm on work, what I would do, I would call and go home for lunch if he's on day off, and you get in a groove one time, I slide in and you do a little quick, you go back. And in the daytime, if I'm home and he's home, no bra, no underwear, you wear a little skirt, so he's always peeping, always touching, keeping the... No, serious.
Of course, I'm laughing, but that's what you do. You have to keep the interest there.
And you keep them there. So men are like male dogs. As long as something is passing, they're sniffing, and you have to keep them that way. So as long as you pass, as long as he knows the underwear is not there, he's there. Either his hand, his face, something. So women have to think about that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Have a good one. Totally understand. Then say they know what big. But someone says Roger says set aside one date each month for each month and discuss your likes or dislikes in a place far from your home. Yeah. And, draw the day, check in, send a little picture, send a little thing, and, let the man keep the interest going, not just this boring, okay, hi, throughout the day. He's on work. He have a long day on work. So he has something to look forward to when he gets home. He has something he know when he gets home, mama home, something, okay, firelight later. All those little things. Sometimes it don't take a whole lot. Little things. You should say, darling, because I keep the thing fresh. 4409595. 4409595. Someone says, you think I want him harassing me every time I pass? Josie detail. But that's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it fun. It's like playing hide and seek or catch me if you can. He knows what you're not wearing and what you're wearing, and you're doing your chores, you're doing dishes, you're probably cooking, and he's behind you, and you ignoring him, but you're flirting and you're keeping the vibe nice. So not just every minute doesn't mean every time it's gonna happen, but just to keep the action and keep the energy flowing. Let me see what this person here is saying. Miller says attention is not something you should ask for or beg for. It should be natural, and I totally agree. But sometimes, like I said, sometimes life get in the way. I used to think like that sometimes, once upon a time, but if you're with somebody and you know what they do, their occupation, and sometimes their career, and sometimes they can get caught up in a lot of things. It's not like they don't want to. But sometimes, like I said, life just get in the way. So you can't use that brush to paint every situation, you know. But I totally agree. If it gets to a point where the person, it's an everyday thing, it's almost like a norm, then we have a problem. I could understand once in a while, you get caught up in certain things, and you don't have time to call or what have you. But if it becomes a regular occurrence, we have a problem, because you can't be in a relationship and I have to beg you to make time for us, beg you to do this, beg you to go somewhere, beg you to do this. Listen. Okay. Alrighty, let me hear what this person here is saying. It doesn't sound like he has much time if he's cooking, cleaning, doing yard work, house maintenance, and taking care of the kids. We would need to have a discussion and switch some things up. If they don't change, then there will be a problem. This person says, yes, time and attention is important to me, especially since we can share the other duties. However, it really depends on the person. Some women don't mind not spending a lot of time with their man as long as he does the other things listed. This person says, a successful man is a busy man as long as I don't feel neglected or ignored. Let me read that again. A successful man is a busy man as long as I don't feel neglected or ignored while he's handling his business. We're good. Communication is key. I myself am pretty busy, so I can understand the lack of time and attention, as I could probably be accused of the same. As long as we make time for a date night here and there and make sure we are in tune with what is going on one with the other, times won't always be the same. We make time for the things and people that are important to us. Wow. That's a really good response. Person says, well, if you said pay all the bills, my response would be you can't have everything. But seriously, sounds like what he's doing is what functioning adults do. There should be no reason why people in a relationship can't make time. Having a healthy relationship takes work. And if you're living together, I think it is actually easier to give attention and make some time of quality time, thoughtful gestures, etc. Quality time is my number one love language, so not having it would be a problem. And hold on, 095. You know what's funny? When I'm on air and I'm doing the number for the station, it's like automatic. But anytime somebody asks me directly what's the number, it's like I always have to stop and ask, what's the number again? Like I never remember it. That is crazy. Let me hear what this person here is saying.
Good morning. You see, the problem with a lot of these females, when they're dating and they're getting together with a man and thing, they parking up behind there. They want to go behind the airport and park up. They want to go on BBC Beach.
Quarantine.
When you're driving, you're getting entertainment. As you head to get a ring, they forget all of them things there. And that's great serious issue.
Me know what mosquito bite.
One of the biggest things why men don't stand by when men finish work and they want to go by the rum shop. It's not because they don't want to, Not because they have to, They want to because they don't want to go home and have to be looking at their own boxers and t-shirts. So women need to do a better job. You all need to do a better job. You understand? Wear your tongue. Walk around the house naked. Keep the man interested. Man don't want to come home to his boxers and the t-shirt. That has been the issue.
Wait, that is hilarious, but it's true. I never thought of it that way. Imagine you're a man and you're coming home and there's your wife or your girlfriend standing in your boxers or your t-shirt. Listen, man, real haven't had it. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Y'all have it really hard, I swear. I mean, oh my gosh. That was a good one though. That was a really good one. Listen, you have me in tears. People have to decide what is important to them Some people, quality time and attention matters. Others, the things you mentioned matter more. You have to decide that for yourself. Life's not perfect. People not perfect. Nobody will be everything you want. You should think about your needs more versus wants. This person says, curious as to what you are doing while he's doing everything you mentioned. Do you want him to forfeit time with the children or stop cooking and cleaning to make time for you? Talk to him and express your concerns. This can be easily resolved with a conversation. Totally agree. And I think that seems to be the general sentiment today. Someone is asking, does he have time to give you time and attention? Do you help him with the cooking and cleaning and yard work? If he works plus takes care of everything else by himself, he's probably tired and does not have a lot of time left. Count your blessings that he's so helpful. Plan dates, help him. If you don't want him, send him over. So it says shacking up, huge problem. Treating her like a roommate because that's what she is. People make time for who and what they want. Stop shacking up. Protect your peace. Of course, it's a big deal. There has to be balance. Without dedicated time and attention, it's just a really good business deal with a living arrangement. I'm really loving these responses today, and I hope the person is listening and will take it for what it's worth. Yeah? There's been some really good responses. Well, someone says if you've not had conversations on how to make this relationship better, no, it's not enough to end the relationship. If you have and nothing changed, if he's carrying all the household responsibilities plus a job, just as women get tired, he could be tired too. Take some things off his plate. You might also want to both look at love languages so he has a better understanding of your needs. One thing I must say though, a woman say they want a man who does all these things, but when they do, here comes another complaint. One with which conversation and effort can be corrected, but ending the relationship is the thought. Nah, that should not even be in the conversation. Yeah, let me see if we can take two more before we go. Yes, it would be a concern. Is it worth leaving the relationship? It depends on your required needs. It's different for everyone. Maybe lack of time and attention is a deal breaker for you. Relationships require you both to put in a lot of work daily. Effective communication, give and take, time, attention, understanding, selflessness, and commitment. Trust and believe you won't get or give all of these at 100% all the time. It's a balancing act that you try your best to get right. What responsibilities are you holding down, however? Not getting time and attention would be a concern, but would be enough to end for a relationship. That's something to discuss and do something about. If both of y'all are working, taking care of the house and tending to the child, that can't be all there is, because that sounds like roommates who share the same kid. Maybe time for a mini vacation and try to reconnect. Couples therapy, schedule a hot date night, discuss what y'all are expecting from the situation. I wouldn't be so quick to throw in the towel because there's a child involved. Now, if even after all the attempts to make things better and there hasn't been any improvement, I'd go from there. But that'll be their last resort. Yeah? And I think we basically share the same sentiment. So you need to have the conversation. All right? That's all there is. You need to have the conversation with him and keep trying. Don't just give it a one shot. Keep trying, and you can take it from there. Someone says the next scenario should be man say why he spends all his time doing everything she said. Not even here. Anyway, guys, that's all the time we got today. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's a short week with tomorrow being a holiday, so that means we'll be back on Monday, God's will, to take care of another ladies' room. Of course, it came to you through the kind compliments of Beacon Insurance and Western Union. Catch us again, same time, same place, for another one. And thank you so much, guys. Thanks so much for your contributions. They were very, very well received today. So it says, Aruna, we women have to make our men people like you don't have on no and just like you're not watching. You're seeing people. How you go? I gone. Have a good Wednesday.